What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
So this is just going to be a quick update and intro back to our channel since over 6 months.
Over 6 months. We're coming actually pretty damn close to a year.
Yeah.
Since the last time we actually published a video. In a bit, we're gonna go over our current situation. There's been, obviously, we've been working in the background. Kind of got a little discouraged based on the whole editing and recording system setup or whatever we were doing. So we lost a lot of data. As I was trying to upload one day, it just cleared out my whole SD card, and we lost. At that point, we were recording pretty far ahead, and I think at that point we had maybe 4 or 5 videos.
We had finished painting the Civic at that point.
Yeah, the Civic was finished painting. We were actually almost done putting it together, and I plugged it in, and it just wiped the whole thing clear. And then that Civic was just
a bucket.
Yeah, it was just not for us. It was pretty.
We lost interest. So going into painting and doing bodywork, we lost interest very quickly. And then we started doing other things because we wanted to make up for the things we weren't doing on the channel. We were doing on our personal time, which ended up interfering with the channel as well, obviously.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty hard to record, especially once the weather gets nice, because we're just out there, hanging out with, our friends and, going to meets and stuff like that. Like,
it's just all stuff we could record the meets parts and the drives. We went for a couple cruises. We could record
everything.
We went for a couple cruises, very nice cruises when we finished our personal cars, and that was actually a fun part of this whole time. But coronavirus also, it was very easy to get discouraged overall. But
yeah. So talking about the Civic, you want to tell them?
We have sold the Civic for the main reason is we weren't able to track down the seat belts, but also the way the seat rails were butchered. We didn't want to for a car that we were giving to our dad. We looked over that point because we were hoping to find new floorboards essentially, and then we ended up not going that route, and the car just ended up not having airbags and things that we don't want our little brother and our dad to be driving overall.
Yeah, it just became something that, we had this quick little paint, put some wheels on it, put interior back in, and just pick up seats and the seatbelt. We picked up a whole car for literally nothing.
No, I wouldn't say
minor
nothing.
Interior pieces. The door panels didn't work. The fenders didn't work. The doors didn't work.
We used one of the fenders.
Didn't work.
We used one of the fenders.
We used one of the fenders then. So we got one fender.
Rear panels,
some interior panels,
pretty much the whole headliner. We got a lot of parts, but it wasn't
interior. For us to take a whole day and make a whole video of us picking up a car, it was useless. It was a big waste of time. And at that point, it was just, we were battling, making videos that were, we weren't getting feedback from anybody, and also our content, and it was just going where we wanted it to go. We had envisioned to have the car painted and make it like a quick 5 or 6 build series, get back on my RS or start working on his blue car. And then it's just kind of like, it became, I think it was 18 parts. And
we got tired of it.
And the car wasn't done. The car was like still not done. We finished the car,
I think we would have been at 26 parts.
Yeah.
Of just painting, bodywork, and getting a car to looking at a decent condition, basically, because overall, once we finalized the car wasn't bad for one of us to just drive once in a blue moon, but even then, car was slow.
Yeah,
very slow. And then there was other things that we had to like button up. The car didn't have suspension and things like that. We were planning on doing, but we got carried away with other things.
Yeah, literally, the one thing that car had going for it, that it was reliable. It would start every time, and it would drive.
Even to the last day, it sat there for months, and we went and we literally just jumped it because it had power, but it didn't have enough power to start the car, and the car started right up. And that was probably the first time it's been started up in 9 months or so.
Yeah, so we lost a lot of content. Let's say it's been 6 months since we uploaded. So I would say about a little less than 6 months, because we were a little more than 6 months.
I think no, we're actually.
I don't know
like
last
9
sorry
months.
because we were ahead a lot. I had like I said, like 6 or 7 videos, maybe even
Yeah.
more. So we had our schedule. The videos were already uploaded. They were just coming out as they were coming out. But then it just stopped because, you know, as I was getting back to editing, we lost all that.
And at that point, we just
got completely discouraged. We took
stopped
some
cold
time
turkey.
away, and then, you know, the car stayed in my garage for months. And then after that, we decided to when I saw the car, my cousin went with me, and we actually delivered the car 3.5 hours away. Because the guy came, he was very interested in the car, but then he wanted to drive it. We were like, no, dude, you can't drive this car. Like,
Yeah.
3.5 hours away.
on a car that's been sitting, and we don't know the we never drove the car really. We drove it from where we picked it up to our house, then to the garage. That was it.
So we drove it no more than, you know, 5 or 6 miles at a time.
Yeah.
You know?
And even then, so we didn't know so our conscience didn't let us just say, hey, take the car, it's not our problem. We're not like that. I was supposed to go with him. I wasn't able to make it. He ended up taking the drive. And we just told the guy to cover tolls and the trailer, and we delivered the car down there. But that car's gone.
Yeah.
Enough of that car. We're
So,
tired of that car.
What I was getting at is that day when I went to deliver the car, we also just I've recorded myself the whole transaction, you know, like loading up the car. I actually loaded the car the night before. So loading up the car the night before, the drive down there, you know, dropping it off to the guy. We spoke to the guy, and his friend, you know, showed us his cool little Prelude. He's like doing an H-Series swap on it because it's like a first or second gen.
Probably the single cam version.
Yeah, it is. It's like the F or whatever it is. But either way, so we were sitting there talking to them a little bit, and we kind of closed off the video. So that was really supposed to be our first video back. However, same thing happened again once I came back. I lost it all. And, you know, after that, we just, you know, kind of tweaked our equipment and then, you know, also focus on doing other things. So, all right, guys, so this will be it. We're going to be posting a lot of videos coming up very soon. So just stay up to date with what we got going on, and, you know, we'll make sure to keep putting things out.
All right, guys. Catch you guys soon.
Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like. And
We
follow.
promise you're going to like the cars that we're bringing out next.